What is up, guys? JaretCampisi. Welcome back to the channel. We're back on the R1M and we're heading over to Dado's house. Today we're going to be installing some new gorgeous rear sets for this bad boy, and we've only got like a few episodes left for the R1M and then she's going to be done. So don't forget, for the month of August only, you can be entered to win not only our R1M but also our BMW M1000RR. Get signed up on Patreon, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. Let's get over to Dado's and get this video started. Alright, we have arrived at Dado's garage. Big Titty Teens is gracing us with her presence. Don't forget, links to this woman's OF in the description below if you can't get enough. She's been breaking down barriers on there this month and celebrating her 2-year anniversary on the platform. So we're very proud of her.
Time has just flown by.
Yes, but that's neither here nor there. So today
is the day that we take off these puppies.
The stock poopy rear sets are going to be replaced with beautiful Lightech rear sets. This is red normally, but Manny went above and beyond and found us blue accents for these bad boys to match the wheels and all the other blue accents on the bike. So shout out to Manny from Moto Million. Use code Campisi to get yourself some beautiful parts for your motorcycles. And let's take a look at these bad boys. So we only have, I believe, 3 install episodes left. We've got rear sets, we've got some control stuff, and we have full crash protection, and then this bike is done, if you can freaking believe it.
Look at that, look at the difference.
Oh yeah.
So it comes with red.
Red's still beautiful too.
Yeah, but it doesn't match the bike.
Yeah, well, we don't have,
like,
yeah.
If you had a Ducati, then red,
yeah. Or just red accents on your bike.
Accents.
Yeah. Cool.
But look how good that looks.
Yeah.
I love that blue.
I love blue too. Black with blue is so dope. That's why my car is black with blue. So let's see how these look. Oh wow. Look at the difference. Yeah, what's this called, Dado? When they're like, when they have,
should be cast aluminum.
Yeah.
This is
drilled or whatever the hell it's called.
Not drilled.
You know what I'm saying?
It's machined aluminum.
Machined.
Yeah.
Thank you. Jeez, Luis Hernandez.
Machined aluminum.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at how gorgeous that is. It's hard for me to show that on camera because this is a black piece, but look at
I wonder
that.
why they didn't do this in black.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would have been nice if that was in black.
There's probably a reason for it because that one's silver too. Oh, you know what it is, Dado? When the bike falls over and this breaks, it's probably more expensive to have it powder coated every time, you know?
That's stupid.
That's true.
Don't break it.
Hey,
Don't break
so are we reusing this piece?
I'm not sure.
Where's our carbon pieces,
Yeah,
man?
normally we get carbon. There's
Normally
still
you
a bunch
have
more
a-
stuff in here that we gotta unbox. So that's the left, or sorry, the right hand side, and then
And that's the left.
that's the right. What? That's left.
Well, you said this is right. Well, which way are you looking at the bike? Sitting on the bike, this is
Sitting
the right
on the
side.
bike, that's the right.
There's the left then,
That's the left. Yeah,
right?
look at that.
There's where else would
Left,
it be?
right, gosh.
Front,
darn it.
back.
Okay, tons
Here
of
you go,
hardware
here
here.
you go.
Oh yeah, Dado,
Here's
look.
the carbon.
We have carbon heel guards.
There you go.
Look at that. Hell yeah. And I love the little, what is that? Is that the
Or is it this
Lightech?
one?
Or no, it's because these are the race, I think it's, that R stands for the type of rear sets that they are, I believe. Teens, you are really...
I don't know.
You're just
something
throwing
along-
crap.
something along-
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
Something along the
All right,
lines. But
this
it does
is
come with
the
carbon.
They are
world's-
Lightech.
I know they're Lightech. I was talking about what that is, that logo.
It says R version for racing.
Yeah, so
made in
that's-
Italy.
okay.
Made in Italy.
Yeah, these are made. These are
No
Italian.
way.
Heck
Where's
yeah.
the Loctite?
They'll probably be on the bolts in there. So yeah, there you go, guys. Don't forget, go sign up for these bad boys on Patreon.
Good. It's gonna look really good.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. Are you doing the install today?
Yes. Here we go. Are you
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, yeah.
Put the right on the left and the left's on the right.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, that's right.
Yes.
All right, before we get started, we're gonna do some drinks. I'm just having a vodka drink. Dado's smoking a beer. So this is from a local brewery. It's like a triple. I've never had this. He said he was drinking them at the brewery the other week, and he loved it. So I'm gonna have to try a sip of this. But it's weird because how's that gonna permeate all the way down? It gets all the way through there?
We'll see.
Yeah, because normally we do the little smaller amounts, you know?
Came out phenomenal. So we're gonna do a little smoky beer.
Hell yeah. All right, let's try this. Don't forget, DadoMadeShop.com if you want to try out some smoking kits and all kinds of other stuff on the website. Can I try this?
Yeah, you first.
Let's see. My first time having a smoked beer. Will it be as good as smoked whiskey? Wow.
Yeah?
Yep, it's
Is
good.
it good?
Yeah, it is actually really good.
That makes me so happy.
It makes the taste totally different, And it smooths it out a little bit, just like it does
with whiskey.
And to be honest, with certain beers, they are a little bit too tangy for me, and that's one of them, so I like that a lot, so. All right, we're ready to start assembly. We were going over the directions that aren't really directions. We laid everything out, and I think we figured out kind of what's going on here. So first step is attaching a piece that basically is gonna, yeah, it's this piece right here.
Sits behind and behind here.
And we're gonna reuse that piece that holds the exhaust on.
Yeah, this piece gets reused. We're replacing this
pretty much everything. Yeah.
And this gets, the rear master gets assembled
unbolted and remounted onto this one. So basically, they tell you on the directions, they tell you there's asterisks next to bolts that need Loctite, but there's no asterisks next to anything. So we're gonna just Loctite everything just to be safe. With rear sets, honestly, I think that's a good call because I've had rear sets that rattle loose on me. Not ones that Dotto did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. You better say that.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna just start assembly.
So I checked all the bolts that were already in from factory when we got it, because I've had parts that come through here that are already assembled and they're loose.
Finger tight.
So these are Loctited in. I checked all these, and then
everything's tight.
Yeah, we adjusted this out the furthest because it's closest to the factory setting. It is easy to move this later, and also they're positioned like this on a motorcycle. If you're like leaning really low and it hits the ground, it's not really breakaway, but what it does is it causes it to scrape and pivot instead of braking. And then
really cool.
These are directional, I guess side specific I should say. So this one here, you want this to move, this piece to go forward. That way when it's in on the adjustment, this pivots this way and this pivots this way. If we try to put the other one in there, it'll be backwards. Also, this one has a lower setting where your feet are lower, like if you got longer legs, and there's all these adjustments, or you can stick it up here.
Wow.
And it has all these adjustments.
That's sick.
Yep.
We're gonna put it as close to stock as possible.
Yep, and then, I mean, we can move it around later if we need to,
Yeah.
but this is really easy, one bolt.
Yeah,
So.
super cool. All right, swapping these red pieces out for the blue pieces.
They were like 6,000 Newton meters.
Yeah, he had to get his long boy out and put this damn thing in a vise. We put a towel around it.
Red Loctite, that's why.
See? Cool. Well, it's already on there, so we won't have to re-add it. So we'll swap it for the blue piece, and then we'll repeat the process for the other side. All right, so we got everything assembled on the new rear set as much as we need that one in the belly pan. But that's good. It catches bolts that fall off your bike while you're riding. We're gonna disassemble the stock rear set now. Some of these things are gonna stay in place, so it's really just a few bolts here. We're gonna try to keep that bracket on that holds the exhaust on, and then we'll get the whole thing off, and then we can put the new one on. All right, so stock rear sets are off. There's a bunch of stuff in the back that you have to disconnect, and now all of these parts are gonna get reused on the new rear sets. So we're gonna start that right now. All right, so we're gonna mount the brake light switch bracket on the back of the rear sets. It's this little guy right here. Looks like a little circle with the tiniest freaking bolts. So we're gonna put that guy on, and then we're gonna see if we have to assemble anything else before we actually put these on the bike. First little preview here of how it's gonna look on the bike. You just got one bolt in. We still have a bunch of stuff to do, but look at that, guys. I mean, you don't think about something as simple as a rear set, but man, like when every little thing is like a piece of art, it just makes the whole bike look amazing.
We should have waited.
Yeah, we should have.
We can do the other side.
Yeah, we still could, but man, that looks phenomenal. All right, so we're just gonna keep rocking and rolling. If anything interesting happens, I'll let you know. All right, so we pulled these off real quick because Dotto noticed that the rear brake lever was up too high, and the adjustment for that is actually right there.
We're gonna see, I put it where I think it goes. We're just gonna loosely assemble this. I'll put this little pin through there, because the unfortunate thing is for us, the spring, I'll show you in a second here as soon as I get this in there.
What a pain in the
One of these days, yeah. Okay, so that's in there. The spring, the only thing that holds this massive spring hook on there is a little bit of tension from this, right?
That's crazy.
That's it. So like you can literally it just like lifts off. I don't like that design. I think I'm gonna crimp it down a little bit when we get it on there, but until this is set up, you can't really tell
where that's gonna be.
Or like if it's tight or not. So we're gonna check a couple times. All
right, so use these two bolts for up here to attach the, what is this? Slave cylinder, or is this the master?
That's the master.
Okay, the master. And you can kind of make them out on the directions, but it's pretty tough. This is a stock part, which like all the stock parts are like really faded, but it's kind of annoying how they did that, but whatever. So reuse the stock bolt there, and then there's a new bolt that we reuse right here for the bracket for the exhaust. So that's what he's doing right now.
You adjust the shaft on the master cylinder in order to get your lever position where it needs to sit. This is actually as low as we can get it to sit with this configuration. That allows us to have all the down travel for the brakes. Then we adjusted the brake light switch. The bracket on the instructions showed that it needs to sit down. However, I think if we had it sitting up, we wouldn't have this much slack on that switch. It's fine. I'm using it the way that the instructions show. You also want to have a little bit of, tiny little bit of play, but if you look, as soon as you touch those brakes.
Yeah, so you can't rest your foot on that, or else.
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't anyway, to be honest. That's a bad habit.
Right.
You know?
You don't want your brakes to drag.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you guys are installing this setup, try the bracket facing up and let me know if that works. Otherwise, you just take the slack up with this switch by turning it. Well,
Yeah.
you take it out, turn the plastic nut, and then just clip it right back in. So I think we're at a place where I'm happy with how it feels. We're gonna torque everything down and put the put
Heel
this
guard
guy
on.
in.
Look
Yeah,
at that. Damn, dude.
Damn, Daniel.
Okay. All right, heel guard going on, and this side is officially.
Nope. Wait. Wait.
No.
Wait. Not yet.
Look at that though. Holy crap. So he Loctited these as well. So good luck taking these off. But at least they're not gonna fly off while you're riding. Look at that, guys.
Let me tell you something. These were kind of tricky.
Yeah, they were.
Lining up the brackets with the factory stuff, things not lining up properly.
Just looking at them, I knew they were gonna be a bitch. So.
Brakes feel phenomenal.
Yeah, we got it done. And these are the Racing Series rear sets from Lightech, made in Italy, and they do have titanium bolts too.
So if you want to adjust this, the front piece, it's just this little bolt. There's a nut on the back, but it's self-locking, so this is pretty easy to just loosen and move back and forth. Yeah. 10 millimeter here. You can move this in 3 positions on the bottom and 3 positions about an inch up. So it's lots of movement. We put on the bottom setting because it's close to factory, but we'll see.
It's more for road riding. This is probably more track stuff up here if you want more clearance, but there you go. Right side is done. Now we move on to the left.
So this front bolt had this blue Loctite on it, and it was probably, so far on this build, has been the toughest bolt to get out. And I told Jaret, I said, it's gonna snap in half.
He was picking the whole bike up.
Yeah, the bike was moving, and look how little this is. So anyways, I told him what I'd like to do when that happens so you don't strip things is I like to take my massive hammer and I just want to, like I put this in there so it doesn't ruin anything, you know, like my socket. But I tap it in there and make it go in as far as it can go so it can grab nicely. Plus I use these Allen bolts that, see how they have a twist to them? So that it's stronger when you're loosening it. Okay,
that's cool.
So I use those. So that's out. We're gonna take this main piece out, and then the entire lever assembly comes out, and then we just swap this with the new one and we're done.
Sweet. A lot easier than the other side. Holy shit.
Pain in a dick hole.
There she goes. We got no rear sets on the left-hand side. Look at that. Okay. Hey, how does that feel heaviness-wise?
Does that feel heavy?
I mean, obviously there's no lever on there.
It's tough for me because everything feels like a leaf.
Yeah.
So you want to try it?
Yeah, hang on, let me see. Okay, now let me see that one. They're pretty damn close.
I know.
Yeah. I figured they would be, that's why I thought there was no point to weigh in all this.
Bolt goes through this way, and then this little collar needs to have the smaller shank on the inside. That means that this bolt also has the same thing, and then this bushing here is going to press against the bearing, so it has a nice smooth operation. Smooth operator.
How's it feel?
Oh, it feels really nice. We're going to put some red Loctite on that guy. That goes right there, like that. I'm going to run this bolt in. Let me get my screw gun.
Okay. All right, shift lever is on. For the quick shifter, or I guess the shift linkage, you have to actually reuse the factory bolt that he almost bent in half trying to get out.
There is 2 different threaded slots here. The forward one is the one that I'm putting on. If you move to this one, it moves this up further. If you want GP shift, you also have 2 positions. You take this and you select the front or the rear, and then you have GP.
That's really cool. Yeah. All right, we're attaching the rear set, baby. Oh.
Maybe.
It didn't go inside the belly pan, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a good.
He's putting Loctite on everything.
Yeah, since it's Italian-made part, we would hate for this to fly off.
Our titanium bolts. Yeah.
Hey, when you were in Italy, did you meet Geppetto by any chance?
I didn't, but I did meet like all the freaking heads of Ducati, so that was pretty awesome. And none of them were called Geppetto, so I was a little let down.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. There's got to be one at the factory somewhere. I just didn't find them. He's gonna torque those down, but look at that.
We're gonna twerk it.
Look at that. If anyone knows why this is silver, I'd be curious to know. I think it looks fine because we have other silver parts on the bike, but I would think that just all black would be maybe even better. I don't like is it's either make silver rear sets and all silver components. Yeah. The titanium and silver aluminum bolts are fine. Yeah.
But if you're gonna make a rear black, the frame part of the rear set machine, make this black too, or just make it all silver. Do you guys agree? Or you know?
I agree for sure. There's probably a reason for that. I don't know what it is. If anybody knows, let me know in the comment section below. All right, heel guard going on, left-hand side, and this is it. Loctited these bolts as well, and then we should be good to go. So normally I would sit on the bike and have Dado make any sort of adjustments, but I think this time I'm actually gonna ride it home real quick and give you guys my first impressions of it. And then if I want anything changed, we can go from there. We're gonna ride the bike, obviously, before we're done for good, and then we can make any sort of adjustments if needed once Dado and I both feel them and see how it feels. That does look really low though, compared to where the brake sits in relation. Let me see. I like to usually have them in like a very similar position. Yeah, that seems a lot lower. I don't know what kind of adjustment you got there, Dado.
For the shifter? Mm-hmm. All right, so one thing we can do.
I wanted to bring that up a little bit. All right, so yeah, I was telling Dado, I like when both of my levers, well, the front part of them, not these, are in the same, pretty much the same position. Yeah, so I would say like about there. Yep.
That good?
Yep.
So typically you have adjustment here, you have the front and rear adjustment on here, and then these only slide back and forth. But anyways, we're just making an adjustment here. If we need to move it back to stock, I have it marked.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it here.
We'll try that.
Jaret's gonna hate it, and then he's gonna bring it back.
All right, so Dado's gonna take it up and down the driveway real quick and see how they feel. Make sure everything works properly before I jump on it and take it down the street. See if it works. Jesus. Oh my God.
Feels great.
Yeah? Feel good? How's the lever feel on the left-hand side?
Actually, that feels the most normal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does the other one feel a little high?
Actually, both where your heel goes, like those big pegs, they both feel like they're high.
Okay.
Even though we set them below the setting.
Oh, wow.
But they are race.
Yeah.
So they allow you to sit tucked, which means that you're sitting more like this than like further down.
Gotcha.
But they feel really good.
Nice. All right, sweet. Thank you, sir. All right, so first impressions, guys. I actually love these rear sets. I've replaced stock rear sets before where I didn't like the way that they felt, mainly on Ducatis, but these feel phenomenal, way grippier. I like how fat the pegs are, and I actually like the positioning too, because I get on my toes on my feet a lot when I'm going around turns and stuff, which may or may not be the right thing to do, but I don't have correct training when it comes to riding, so it's just whatever I feel, whatever I like the feel of. The shifter is super smooth, actually like way smoother, and to be honest, that was one of my beefs with the stock clutch lever. It did not feel good when I was downshifting. This one feels way better. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it just feels more mechanical. Dado said he thinks that there's some sort of ceramic bearing, and you can actually tell the difference on that. Yeah, it feels phenomenal. So I really like it, and they actually feel like they're almost in the exact same position from foot to foot. I don't like my left foot being down low and my right foot being up high to hit the brake. I like them completely even. I'm just symmetrical. I like things to be symmetrical. So yeah, I like the brake. Actually, the rear brake even feels like it works better too. So that's freaking awesome. New rear sets are on. They feel phenomenal. So huge shout out to Manny from Motor Million for providing these beautiful Lightech racing rear sets. Use code Campisi for anything you order from Motor Million to save yourself some money. Thank you, Dotto, for the flawless install. I can't wait for you to try these bad boys out. Don't forget, you can be entered to win this bike right here, our full carbon Yamaha R1M, and for this month only, our M1000RR. Get signed up at patreon.com/Campisi Customs. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.